Again, good evening. Today we're going to deal with what sin is. Now, we've discussed this before. And we're going to bring it out and put some more light on the subject today, exactly what sin is. The Bible gives you a textbook definition, so there's no need for an interpreter. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start this off. 1 John chapter 3, verse 4. Go ahead.
Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
So the scriptures teach us that sin is when you transgress or when you break the law. Let's go to Matthew chapter 5. That's what sin is. Just clear cut. So if anybody ever asks you, well, what is sin? You should be able to say when you break God's law. What law? Every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. See, that's the part that people don't get. When the Lord say jump 16,000 times, then you just need to start jumping 16,000 times. That's what you got to do. Whatever God say do, that's what you got to do. And you can read that in Matthew chapter 4, in fact. When he says, man don't live by bread alone, but man lives by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. And that's what we're talking about, brothers. We're talking about life and death here when you're dealing with the commandments and what is sin. Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17. Let's go and see what the master say about the law. Go ahead.
Think not that I come to destroy the law.
So he say, think not that I am come to destroy the law. Go ahead.
Or the prophets.
That's right.
I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
So he said, I didn't come to destroy. I came to fulfill. I came to do what was spoken of in the Old Testament that I'm supposed to do. Go ahead.
For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments.
So he's saying now one jot or one tittle shall pass till all be fulfilled. To everything. And the last enemy, brothers and sisters, that got to be destroyed is death. And death ain't destroyed, brothers. All has not been fulfilled. Therefore, the law, Jesus didn't come to destroy it. It's still good. But go ahead. Whosoever therefore should break one of these least commandments and teach men so should be called least in the kingdom of heaven. That's what verse 19 is starting to read. Go ahead.
And shall teach men so, he should be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. For I say unto you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven.
So he said, I didn't come to destroy the law, but I came to fulfill. Now, some might be like, well, how do we know that's the Old Testament law? Let's keep reading. Let's go down to verse 21.
Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not kill.
So now he went right back to the law. This is how we know what he's talking about. And he said, you heard that it was said in old times, thou should not kill. And we have heard that, but watch what else he's going to say.
And whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of judgment. But I say unto you, that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say unto his brother, Rocker, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire.
Okay, we're going to go over to verse 27. And he's showing you here, now not only can you just not kill, but now I'm bringing it into your mind now. I don't want you to start hating your brother without a cause. See, so when Jesus didn't come to do away with the law, brothers and sisters, he came to enhance them. He came to put this in your brain. And we're going to get to that part of it, because people don't understand that even foolish thinking is sin. But go ahead.
Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou should not commit adultery. But I say unto you, that whosoever look upon a woman to lust after her, have committed adultery with her already in his heart.
So he's saying, now if you look upon a woman to lust after her, you have already committed adultery in your heart. Let's skip over to verse. Let's go ahead and read.
And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body shall be cast into hell.
That's right.
And if thy right hand offend thee, cut it off.
So if you got a problem with keeping these commandments, this is how serious it is. He said if your right hand offend you, cut it off. Why is that? Go ahead.
And cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members shall perish, and not that thy whole body shall be cast into hell.
Go ahead.
It hath been said, whosoever shall put away his wife, let him give her a right of divorcement.
And then he gonna get into it saying, You put away your wife, get a written bill of divorcement. But watch what Jesus say. He's still dealing with the law. He's trying to let you know, I didn't come to do away with the law. Go ahead.
But I say unto you, that whosoever shall put away his wife, saving for cause of fornication, cause of her to commit adultery.
That's right.
And whosoever shall marry her that is divorced, committeth adultery.
All right, let's go to Proverbs chapter 24 real fast, because I want to put something on record. People don't know this one. See, the Bible tell you what sin is. Now watch what Proverbs, the wisest man, tell you sin is. When you get there, go ahead and read. Proverbs 24 and 9.
The thought of foolishness is sin.
You see that? The thoughts of foolishness, brothers and sisters, it is sin. The thoughts of foolishness. And that's what Jesus was just showing you right there. He said, well, I have said at old time, thou shalt not steal. Then he said, thou shalt not kill. But then he said, but if you hate your brother without a cause, then that's the thoughts of foolishness. You in danger of hell fighting. That's what he's showing you in the scriptures. But let's go ahead and go to Romans chapter 6 real fast. Romans chapter 6, and we're going to start this off at verse 1. We don't got but a couple more scriptures here, but we're trying to give you some understanding on what is sin and the law, and how the law shows you what sin is. You wouldn't know sin even exists if it wasn't for a law. But let's pick this up, Romans chapter 6 and verse 1. Go ahead.
What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin, that grace may abound?
Because we know it said that you are not under the law, but under grace. We know the Bible says that. Well, somebody might say, well, what are you talking about then? Why are you discussing the law? If you're not under the law, you're under grace. Because, brothers and sisters, only people who break the law are under the law. Because if you break God's commandments, if you do sin, you in danger of hell fighting. That's what the scriptures say. So then if you're not sinning, then you are under grace, because you have the punishment for your sin was death, brothers and sisters. So therefore, if you have sinned and ain't dead yet, then guess what you under? You under grace. So he says here, what should we say then? Should we continue in sin that grace may abound? So since we got grace, do we go and break the commandments? What he going to say next? Go ahead.
God forbid.
Mm-hmm.
How shall we that are dead to sin live any longer therein?
Okay, so he's saying now, how if we that have been dead to sin live any there longer in sin? Sin is when you break God's law. So now you was put in the ground and you've been baptized or whatever, put in the water and baptized. How are you going to be out there sinning if you'd have been baptized? You're supposed to be dead to that.